It's me. You're dead.
Fake ass nigga, I know who you are.
Round the area, bro, that lets you know he's at the barber shop. Where else is he gonna be?
There we go.
Bro, that man went into the shop, couldn't find him. You know what pissed me off about that scene? They didn't even check the basement.
Power, respect. I want that money and power and power.
You see this episode? We got no Pum Pum Boy Fed. We got no long ass fucking jacket Tommy. Shit, boy. Liliana, MVP of the show, but you know what I'm saying? Couple the man them disagree. 4 horsemen got slaughtered. So you know what? Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, bruv. You get me? Yo, it's your boy Big Bank Bobby D LaFleur. I'm with my nigga in the building. And right now it's that time as usual. It's that time as per usual, bro. We're about to go in on force. Book 4, episode 10, season 1. What's the season finale, bro?
Season finale. Season
now,
finale.
Before we begin, yeah, if you heard our last review, we was not impressed with what the team had to offer us, with what 50 had to offer us, with what Stars had to offer us, with what the writers had to offer us. I mean, it was just organized chaos at its motherfucking finest. I mean, it was a disgrace, poorly written, not well executed, lazy writing, and even a blind man could see what's coming in this show. So now, when we come into episode 10, we was kind of expecting the same, but this time, I don't know, what would you say for episode 10? Do you reckon it was better than episode 9, or you reckon, yeah, they might have to scrap this show?
You know what? Episode 10 didn't live up to the hype for me, right? But it did kind of highlight how there could be a good show, like especially with all the bullshit storylines being stripped back. Like we're talking about the Fed and all the little side little stories that were clogging up the whole script. Once they went, we got a decent show, but overall for season 2, a lot has to change, and it's not even like it's just a quick nip and tuck. Like, you man need to be in surgery for like 9 hours and just sit down in the room, bunker down, sort the script out. Yeah,
get sat and sorted out, man, because episode 9, it was a letdown. So you know what? Let's start off the top, yeah, with fucking episode 10, yeah. So it starts out, man. We cut to the opening scene. Tommy just driving like a flipping maniac. And clearly, the police ain't tagged Tommy's car, cause I lied, Tommy been doing bare dirt in that whip. And that nigga be speeding like a reckless motherfucker. On top of that, the nigga's on his phone while speeding, Jim. He's on his phone while speeding, bruv, at the beginning. But you know, it's Tommy's world, fam. You can't do nothing about that. So boom, Tommy's driving reckless. He gets on the phone. He calls Vic. Now, why is it he's calling Vic right now when he should have called Vic a whole episode ago, after he found that Gloria got murked? But what? He calls Vic and then they discuss their little beef with each other. A convo, like I said, they should have had last episode. Not only that, Tommy thinks Vic's responsible for shooting D-Mac, and Vic thinks Tommy's responsible for killing Gloria. Now, bro, please chime in, man.
That doesn't, like, for me, it's like, that's lazy writing. Lazy writing. I'll tell you why as well, right? It's because Vic knows how Tommy rolls, right? And on top of this, now obviously
they're putting work together.
Yeah, they're putting work together, and it's got to the stage in the series, in the season, where it's like they know the line's been drawn, it's full on war, right? So why wouldn't Tommy say, you know what, fuck it, I did put one in your bitch? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't he just?
It's not like he'd hide it.
Exactly. It's like, why not? You know what I mean? Do that. So why isn't Vic thinking like that? Which leads me to think Vic should be a number 2. He's not
number 0, bro. Number 0.
2. Obviously, I'm talking about in the Flynn organization.
Right. He shouldn't be a number 2.
He shouldn't be running it. He shouldn't be number 1.
He shouldn't be the next number 1.
Too emotional. Liability. And on top of that,
don't
Tommy,
think clearly.
On the flip side, Tommy going at him about how obviously D-Mac got hit up. But it's like, why wouldn't Vic tell you, you know, I shot your little nigga, you know? Like, it doesn't make sense. Lazy writing. Tommy's not like that.
Why would Tommy even think Vic shot at them, man, and D-Mac. I could get why he thought that, but the way the writers incorporated that, it was too lazy for my
they were just
liking.
trying to build up more suspense.
Yeah, they should have built up a lot of suspense for that scene there, and or even with the amount of work they've put in with each other, their man should have had a sit down like real bosses, but they didn't. So for all of that, I'm gonna give that a lazy writing. It wasn't, that first plot wasn't cohesive enough for them lot declaring war on each other, because right after that, without much fucking explanation, now they just declare war on each other without a proper sit down, and it's gonna be war until they see each other. So I don't know, lazy writing for that one for me. Then we cut to the next scene, yeah. Tommy goes to the Serbs' hideout. Now what confuses me about that scene, yeah, is he goes to the Serbs for muscle and for information. He wants information on who shot D-Mac, and plus he wants 2 soldiers. So what are you telling me? That 2 million he gave them, man,
Buys you 2 man.
it's $1 million a piece for the 2 soldiers. Not only that, yeah, brother, he's going to the Serbs asking for info who shot at him and who shot D-Mac. But brother, he's the one that gave them niggas the drop on the 4 horsemen.
Fact.
So now, how the hell does he think they're gonna know who shot D-Mac?
Serbs are moving mad. He's moving mad. Like the writers are moving mad.
The
Like,
whole thing's loose, bro.
but a question for you then:
Right.
who, like, what do you think it is then in that case? Where's the disconnect? Is it the characters or the writers?
It's both. It's so they've got a bunch of good actors, yeah, but they ain't got much to work with. The scripts they're working with, the actors are trying to hold it together because they want to continue getting paid. But the way that the lead ups are, it don't make sense. I mean, you're the nigga that went to a whole army and you told them that the 4 horsemen landed. I mean, the Serbs should have been the first ones to be notified if anyone's flying into Chicago. So from time an outsider is informing the Serbs that the 4 horsemen is arriving on their turf, brother, it's not cohesive enough. And on top of that, Liliana found out the 4 horsemen was arriving before the fucking Serbs, cuz. Make that make sense, cuz. Is that
You
not
can't-
bad writing, fam?
Bad writing. Bad writing.
These man don't know what
And-
they're doing, bro.
And even just to highlight something, I saw a clip on YouTube where Joseph Sikora is talking about the new writer and stuff and how episode 10 is going to be amazing. I'm just like, well, it's the same pattern, it's the same part that's been leading us on.
You know what?
It's just, it didn't feel like a finale to me. Like,
Nah,
was
it
just,
didn't. But let's play devil's advocate. Let's say that's probably what the director had to work with because he couldn't change much. Do you reckon he done a good job with what he had to
No.
work with?
It didn't feel like an episode 10. It didn't feel like the season finale. It didn't feel like that. You're just left with more questions. How did this happen? How did that happen?
Yeah, it
Like,
really did. It was fast.
What
and
it
loose.
should be doing is clearing up all the what did happen,
Yeah,
the mysteries
yeah,
in the
yeah.
season, right? That need clarifying, and then setting up season 2 to a point where we're like, you know what, I need this to come back ASAP, like ASAP. But I don't have that same like invested energy to say, you know what, I can't wait for season 2. I don't have it.
Not the way how we're waiting for BMF and Raising Canaan. I mean, there's too many plot holes and the plot is not cohesive and there's too many time skips and there's so many scenes that happen without no explanation. And when you run a show like that, it just doesn't gel together well. And hopefully, these are mistakes the writers, the producers, and the EPs can rectify for the next season. So now we're gonna move on to Diamond and this reporter chick. I don't even know her name. I don't care to know her name, to be honest. And to be honest, their relationship is too irrelevant for me at this point. I mean, should the show just scrap her character altogether, bro?
Should not necessary. Like, they need. I understand in shows you need to have your little side stories, but the side stories have to be solid as well. You can't just give me shit. You have to give me a solid story. Like, she became investigative. Yeah, she's a reporter. She's there to do a job. What happened to the story? What happened to the story that she was working on?
You know what happened to the story? The writers couldn't come up with nothing good.
Because I swear she's got a boss, right?
She got above the boss got scrapped. The fuckboy Fed got scrapped. A lot of niggas got scrapped in episode 10. So I don't know if they're making it to season 2, brother.
Yeah, facts. Facts. So it's like, once you give me side stories, make sure they're decent side stories.
They gotta be decent. So alright, in this scene, Diamond confides to this reporter chick about people that's close to him not trusting them, blah blah blah. Just irrelevant fucking dialogue, to be honest. Yeah. Then a strike of writer's laziness kicks in. I mean, this to me is like the worst setup in TV history. So now, Diamond gets a phone call from Jannard. Diamond answers the phone knowing his brother's calling him. But soon as Jannard speaks to Diamond on the phone and he tells Diamond he's about to pull up, where's he at? All of a sudden, Diamond knows his brother's about to kill him. I mean, bro, like, didn't you want a bit more suspense and a bit more meaning to if Jannard was gonna pull that hit on his brother, not just a phone call, yo, I'm about to pull up and parlay with you. Do you think the way they pulled that off was just convenient or just lazy?
The whole Jannard, ordering the hit on Diamond, it was just lazy, right?
Yeah, too lazy.
Like, if we really think about it, right, you're the CBI, underboss, CBI underboss. You've got guys on your side, you've got Wody on your side. Right?
Yeah.
Why not just post a couple guys by the shop and Diamond's gonna walk in with the reporter and then you can just do the hit there. Like, giving him the phone call lets him know that, you're giving him the drop basically.
But how did he know it was gonna be that time when Jannard always pulls up to the barber shop, bro? What makes that phone call so significant?
There's no build up to that scene. It's just all of a sudden the next scene is Jannard giving the call and then it's like, alright, cool. We already know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Bro, what makes that scene worse, is Jannard sends Wody, the New Orleans guy. He sends the New Orleans guy to do the job with some CBI goons, But the wickedness is this. Diamond slips away without being noticed, and for some reason, these guys don't even know the car that Diamond drives. Like, after spending all that time in the barbershop, they don't even know what car Diamond drives, bro.
And it's sitting right there, it's not even moving. Like, that lets you know that, hey, he could be in the car or B, he's around the area, right?
Bro, that lets you know he's at the barbershop. Where else is he gonna be?
There we go.
Bro, that man went into the shop, couldn't find him. You know what pissed me off about that scene? They didn't even check the basement.
all that little kitchen bit. Bro, all that little kitchen bit.
Fam, like, come on, cuz. Come on, bro.
Nah, you know what? If I was Jannard and I saw like CCTV or that, I'm dead in all of them. Like, you man didn't even check the basement.
Bro,
the toilet, it could be on the toilet.
They didn't do no checking. Cousin Wody just Cousin Wody bops him, bruv. He looks all upset. You get me, fam? He's hopping out the fucking Chevy truck. He's all sweating, confused, like he's kicking down doors. He don't even know where to go, bruv. And he didn't even check the basement, the bit where he be at all the fucking time. Not only that, Diamond's fat ass slips away without no one seeing, and you don't know this nigga's car, bro.
And it's sitting right outside.
What, didn't Jannard tell you what car his brother drives?
Haven't you seen the car? So it's like, you know what, it's like, the CBI is just like the Flins, that they're shit out.
What's worse, they got a New Orleans nigga to lead the Chicago team, blood.
That's mad. Out of town. And out of town.
Fam. Anyway, alright, fam. Enough with Cousin Wody, Alright, so after that now, we go to a scene where the four horsemen and the Flins are celebrating for some reason. I don't even know why this. Why they like this?
It's drinks of flow.
Yeah, bro. I think they're just happy to be in Chicago.
It might be an Irish thing. It might
I think so. It might be a cultural thing. You know what? Let me take that back. But these men are celebrating before the battle's begun. They're getting drunk before they even go to war. That's their first bit slipping. They come to do a hit, but the first thing they do is go to party and drink. That's come on, guys.
The
Bro,
Four Horsemen.
Bro, what is that about, fam? You get me? Like that whole scene literally just don't make no fucking sense to me. Yeah. Not only that, yeah. One of the horsemen gets caught slipping within 10. Less than 10 minutes.
Inside 10.
Less than 10 minutes. And the way it's done, the way he got caught slipping. Please tell me you feel that's lazy writing.
Come on, man. Everyone could see what was coming, and you're gonna tell me the same.
I didn't see that coming, you know, bro.
I saw that coming.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not even trying to say like
Go on.
I can predict. The show's predictable, so
Yeah.
I saw it coming. It's like, you know what? Yeah, because I said in episode 9, I don't want to see a horseman die until season 4.
Season 10, I said. Bro.
Yeah, you said 10. I was like, at least season 4.
And I did say they were gonna die in the next episode, cuz.
This is what I'm saying. So I'm just like, no way. No way.
Bro,
And
Tommy sent a hooker to set this nigga up.
Yeah, and it worked. This is a guy that's come over for war, purely blood, nothing else.
And he gets caught slipping by a fucking
Bitch.
hooker, bro. By a...
The oldest trick in the book, no?
Oh my gosh.
The
oldest, the ancient, the most ancient trick.
Get caught slipping inside the first 10 minutes. I'm just like, that's already a horseman gone. Like, why are you even trying to, like, I don't want to take it back to power and stuff, right? But with like Milan, Lobos, it's like they gave you a reason to like think that Tommy and Ghost would be in shit if they don't pattern up. You know what I mean?
Bro.
But with the Flynns and the so-called Four Horsemen, it's like they're just anyone. Like they're just
They
any
really
guys.
are. They really are, because really it just seems like there's only one horseman, because the other 3 were just super irrelevant. Car, how's one of them getting caught slipping by a fucking hooker in less than 10 minutes of the episode? So
Outside a pub where his whole team is.
Oh my gosh, out for real, you know,
Outside
bro.
a pub where his whole team. You're telling me he got his throat slit? What? 10 paces in front outside of a door.
Outside with his body left hanging in the air for the family to catch them. I mean, to me, that's bad writing at its finest. The plot is too convenient for the writers and for the production team. There wasn't much effort into the Four Horsemen. There was no character development. We didn't even get to know their names. We didn't even get to know nothing about them. All we know is that they like to drink.
Fact.
They like to drink.
And carry cases out of airport.
And you know what was the maddest thing? Because after that, yeah, Water comes, finds one of the horsemen dead, yeah. And then all of a sudden, Water says now he's back in charge. But I'm like, bro, didn't you send these guys to call the Four Horsemen? Weren't you in charge in the first place? And fam, now you've brought them into your territory. You're losing one of your biggest soldiers already, fam. Like already you're one horseman down, fam.
At your drink up.
Already, fam. And you're saying, fam, you wanna be in charge. You've been in charge the whole time. You've been in charge the whole time. And you can't even handle Tommy alone, bruv. And you got backup, fam. And one of your backup is dead already, bro.
One of your heavy hitters,
bro,
gone already.
You know what? We knew the hitters was gonna go, but the way they done that scene, it was just too lazy for my liking, man. So the first horseman getting taken down by the hooker, that cool is convenient, but I don't like the way the writers put that together. All right, moving on swiftly now. What's your thoughts on JP reconnecting with his son for the first time after D-Mac had been shot?
They missed a really good moment where they could have at least got some really good drama out of Force. Like just showing them reconnect, what happened. Like at least show the actors' range when it comes to acting. You know what I mean? Like they should have had that moment where we see a bit of range when it comes to those two characters. Like they don't even have that real proper conversation that deserves at least 2-3 minutes of the show. They didn't have that, and I believe they missed.
And that was their first time reconnecting.
That's what I mean. That first time, you're laying in the hospital bed. I ain't seen you in how long. That they missed a trick. Definitely did.
They missed more than a trick. I mean, what caught me off guard on that scene was D-Mac's first words to his pops was "your fake ass nigga." Like, I mean, I know I said D-Mac was a trash actor fucking in the last episode, but I couldn't agree with him more on that one, yeah. But before D-Mac calls him a fake ass nigga, yeah, what's funny, yeah, is JP apologizes to him for not even recognizing him the whole time. Even after he's been shooting up the club, all of that, which I find hard to believe, yeah, but I can understand it, but I do feel that's down to lazy writing.
Lazy writing. Literally, when you do have a kid with someone, right, you're either gonna see yourself and your missus, like it's either the kid will look just like you or your missus. You know what I mean? So you'd always be able to tell it's your child, because you'd be like, he looks like his mum. You know what I mean? So like for JP not to realise that's his son, bullshit. I think JP needs to go to Specsavers and get some better glasses, car.
How you could not recognize your own son, it's understandable, but I think the way the writers made this script, yeah, it was just too convenient for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? D-Max around his father the whole time, and coincidentally, his pops don't even recognize him. But then, what even makes this scene more convenient for the writers and just lazy writing is, hear this now. JP asked Tommy to go get some medical details for D-Mac from his fucking grandma's house, yeah, the dead grandma's house now. Now this is gonna be a whole convenient plot twist, because if you know where this is gonna go, you already know Tommy's in for a surprise once he fucking gets to the house, innit? But before Tommy gets to the house, Diamond catches cousin Wody without no explanation. What's your thoughts on that?
That shit was just bullshit. You're trying to tell me, right, at a key moment that turns the game.
Changes the whole game.
Changes the whole game in Janar's plan, right? You can't even show us the build-up of Diamond. And the key thing as well, again, Diamond's by himself. So is he the CBI boss, or is he like what?
By himself in a big abandoned warehouse that we didn't even know this nigga had access to.
Facts. So like, it's bad writing. Like, you tell me you tell me in any TV show where the boss is always by himself.
Fam.
Tell me one TV show.
Not too many, bro.
There's not too many.
Even Flynn ain't by himself, but
Fact.
they try to make it understandable why Diamond's by himself, but the way they paint how big of an organization CBI is, it doesn't make sense, bro.
It doesn't make sense. So it's like, why? And on top of that, but just to go back to my original point, you have to show us the build-up of you stalking Wody, catching him slipping, tying him up, putting him
following him,
something,
something, because the last thing we saw was the New Orleans cousin Wody guy. Yeah, he runs up in the barbershop, he don't check it properly. Fat ass Diamond slips off in the fucking truck. Yeah, them man don't notice him, and that's it. We don't see my man follow my guy. We don't see him kick, like, it just don't make sense. He ends up in the warehouse, tied up, bloody, looking flabby and sick, fam. Like, what's all that about, bro?
The writing
too many time skips, bro. This ain't anime, fam.
Now, normally, even when you watch any other TV show, you allow certain like fallouts, not even fallouts, but you drops in quality when it comes to certain scenes. But the drop in quality with Force has been consistent, so it's just like more bullshit. You can't even give us that little backstory and show us Diamond putting work. Like, give us a glimpse of the old Diamond.
Yeah,
remember,
a little glimpse.
Diamond hasn't left the game. Yeah, he's the boss. He actually had a fight to take control of CBI, right?
Yeah, he did. So he should really still be the boss.
10 toes in this game,
and they didn't utilize that moment in the script whatsoever.
They didn't build on it. They just left it. So it's like, what kind of an organization is CBI? And in my opinion, Bobby, right, they're making Chicago look bad. I'm just like,
I don't want to say that, but
they're right. Chicago look bad. They're trying to say this is based in Chicago.
They are, bro.
Tommy should have went to California, man.
Yeah, he should have.
Them rips, them bloods, them
If Tommy was doing that in Chicago, Whack 100 would be getting that 50, bro.
Fact.
Whack 100 would be getting that 50. But you see that whole Diamond and the New Orleans guy, yeah, like you said, we don't know how he even catches cousin Wody, yeah. He tortures the nigga to death, like I said, in an abandoned warehouse, and the warehouse was fucking enormous. We don't know how he's got access to that, yeah. But before cousin Wody dies, yeah, Diamond beats his ass to fucking death and shit. But before he dies, he gets him to snitch on Janard, yeah, informing Diamond that his own brother is the one that set him up to kill him, which Diamond already knew. So why fucking beat him to get the answer out of him when you saw the whole play happening?
You heard it with your own ears.
You heard it with your own ears, bruv. You even knew that phone call was the setup. So just kill
What's the
the
conversation about?
What was the whole scene meant for, bro?
Filler. That's the best. It's just filler. Like, that's all it is. It's just,
Bro.
that scene doesn't make sense.
Hey, fam, listen, man. The writing here is too fast. It's loose. It's not coming together smoothly at all. Like it's very fast, loose, lazy writing. This is really like a comic book that they just wanted to put out there, to be honest. All right, moving on now. Yeah, Tommy catches Kate breaking into his dead grandmother's house. Now, please tell me this is something you saw coming when JP sent Tommy to the crib.
I didn't see Kate coming up in that scene. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right,
I'm not gonna lie to you. But when I
saw that coming.
But when I did see that, the explanation didn't make sense. Like we saw you walk into that office after Ghost died. Then we heard you got a check.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
got
I know you're a
peas,
cokehead, right?
Yeah.
But it hasn't been that long of that. Like for you
What,
to
she
blow.
spunked all the inheritance.
If
yeah?
she done that, should be wrecked. Like I want to see a storyline where she's like, look, my liver's dying. My fucking.
That might be coming soon, bro.
Yeah, work. But she looks the same, really.
That might be coming soon, bro.
Ghost left you peas. So why are you in your mum's house looking for peas?
Why? Especially once Ghost left you a big ass inheritance, yeah. You're going to your fucking mum's house, breaking down walls, looking for the belly. Yeah, that whole scene just really didn't make sense to me. But I did like the fact that the mum finally showed up and JP was finally about to meet his mum. But yeah, the whole scene, it's just fast and loose writing, to be honest. They had to make an excuse to bring Kate back in there, and I did think that was probably the best way they could have done it.
No, they couldn't. The best way, and I'm not even a writer, the best way I would have done it, right, is I would have had Kate come back looking for money, cool, bless. But what I would have said is, I got money from Ghost, but he put a stipulation I had to get clean. So she failed a blood test and now she ain't got no peas. Then I'll be like, okay, cool. But not even like addressing the fact that she got a check from Ghost. It should have been like, oh, she could have just said, you know what? I don't even want money. I'm like, my other son made sure I was blessed. That would have made more sense.
But you know what Kate's like, bro? She's very responsible in that, fam.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
She's a little fuck girl, you get me?
Yeah, but at least give us that kind of storyline, you know what I mean?
Facts, fam. Alright, cool. What's your thoughts on the Flynn's plan to take down Tommy, fam? And Claudia telling them, you know what? That might be a bad idea. No, Vic was the one that said that might be a bad idea.
Was it Vic that said that?
Yeah, Claudia was the one that gave them the idea.
Oh yeah, when she said, I know where he's Dahlia.
I think that's just another convenient plot twist.
Yeah, and it kind of lets the writers get away with not fleshing out the whole story of the Four Horsemen. Like, I was thinking the Horsemen are coming in with a plan. They're gonna
gonna search the whole city.
Honestly, right, I thought they're gonna come, have Flynn sitting in the corner, Walter Flynn, and they're just running the show, like building up a whole war. You know the whole talk about building up a war room. Yeah. What happened to that war room? We didn't even see one. We saw them having drinks, and then they started, dying. Like they started dying. So it's like, come on, man. It allows the writers to get away with Four Horsemen writing and giving them a backstory and making them be who they're supposed to be, feared Irish hitmen, you know, probably ex-IRA and that, and put in mad work. Not even ex-IRA, whatever, innit? But you know what I mean? They could have fleshed out the story better.
Yeah,
but
they didn't give it no time to flush out nothing. Like
it's
I
convenient.
Said, too convenient. No character development.
So what? This supposedly happened in one day.
Bro, I think it happened in the span of 12 hours.
All horsemen dead.
All horsemen dead, fam. From when it hit 12 midnight to fucking 10 the next day, like that was, you get me? It wasn't even 12 hours.
They landed from the airport, went to a bar, one of them
dead straight away, brother. Off the top, fam. Now they're trying to make plans to kill this nigga. I thought the plan was to kill this nigga in the beginning.
There we go.
but yet you got no plan, you're drinking, you're there sitting with the nigga who can't kill this nigga to come up with a plan, i.e. Walter Flint.
Yeah.
He can't kill this nigga, he called you niggas. But you're going in the conference room, sitting down with the nigga that can't kill this nigga to make a plan to kill this nigga. I mean, bro, like, it's sloppy, it's messy. There's a lot, because like, I think like what you said on the last episode is, I think these guys don't know how a boss moves or what plays a boss can do, and it's fast, loose, it's rushed, it's like a bunch of uni students wrote this cut.
So where's 50's hand in this then? Doesn't he like get this?
I think what's happened is Power done so well, Ghost done alright, so they commissioned fucking Force, and I think when it came to like certain seasons of Power and probably the whole Ghost episode and the whole Force episode, 50 just handed that to different writers, and they used his theme, but it's mainly different. It's not 50 ain't got much hand in the creativity in this. It's probably just EP in it, like, you know what, this is cool, this can go out. But as far as in the writing room, he probably comes like once a month or something.
No, there needs to be some kind of quality control in this. Like.
Bro, this is 50's letting this come out, bro. So you know how that nigga runs, fam. He's not gonna let a product out if you don't think it's alright, cause 50's definitely green lighting this, cuz.
Nah, 50's DM me, man. This is bullshit, man.
It is bullshit, fam. But right now, the Flins are down one, fam, due to sloppy writing. The Four Horsemen can't come up with no plans, and it's not coming together. It's not coming together. Alright, so now we move to the next scene. Yeah, Jannard now finds cousin Wody dead in his house, in his hallway. The first time we ever seen this nigga's yard, to be honest, bro. Like, what's your thoughts on that scene, bro?
For me, that scene didn't make sense, especially if I'm Diamond. So I've got time to drop Wody off, but I don't have time to sit in a closet somewhere waiting for you to come in. And on top of that, to piss me off, they're telling me the underboss, who knows he's at war, hasn't got no one posted outside his house, and no bodies dropped. Come on, man. Like, at least have Diamond drop 2 guys, so there's 3 bodies in the house. You know what I mean?
Jannard was moving mad shaky this whole episode, to be honest.
Jannard was running scared the whole ep.
He was running scared.
Scary.
He was mad shocked his boy got duppied from. I don't know what he thought was gonna happen, to be honest, with that one. But to me, I think that was another gap filler scene, to be honest. Alright. The failed fucking hit that the Four Horsemen tried to pull off when they went to go kill Tommy. What's your thoughts on that? And I swear they lost fucking 2 guys in that move.
Lost 2 horsemen, you know. Out of the 4 horsemen, after this, there's only 1
So
left.
what we saying, 20-30 minutes into it, bruv? We're 3 horsemen down already.
Already done it.
We're already
Rock
done
that.
that. They came
Rock
with
that.
no plan. They come drinking, fam. Getting caught slipping by hookers, fam. And they're dead already, fam. That's just a waste of plane tickets. That nigga should have never picked up them bags, fam. Real talk. Real talk, fam. Real talk, cuz. You get me, cuz. Well, what's your thoughts on that scene, bro?
Yeah, the scene, I'm looking at it from the Flynn angle perspective. It's like they're leaderless. They're leaderless, and they're all just doing stuff to do stuff. There is no plan. It's just all spontaneity. It's just like, it's a random thing they're doing. There's nothing in it that looks like they've actually sat down and worked it out, because obviously they would have done this in the past, right? They would have had the experience and know what to do. But they ain't got nothing.
Nah, they ain't got nothing.
And even at the point where, I don't know if you remember this, when the Vic says, I know where Tommy lives. Why didn't you bring this up?
Why didn't you do that the first day when you got shot up, bruv, after you come out the hospital? Now you're telling your uncles, fam, the One Horseman, fam. Come on, bro.
Just like Claudia then saying that the whole Dahlia link, bringing it up, because if you remember when they found the first horseman and he was dead, like Tommy texted her, right? She was gonna tell Walter something, but he kind of hushed her up. But if it's that situation where active war, there's a body right there. Claude just has to say, you know what, Dad, shut up, like, I know how we can get Tommy. Even if it was a trap, bro, I know how to get Tommy.
Before the horsemen should have arrived, yeah, them man should have already set up Tommy. It come like they didn't need the 4 horsemen to do anything because Claudia come up with the plan.
Fact.
She knew where he was, and fucking Vic already knew where Tommy lived. So what the fuck did they need the 4 horsemen for? Them man got killed up anyway, bruv. And the way they got killed in that scene, bruv, it was so fast you didn't even see it happen. By the time the scene had ended, you didn't even know 2 horsemen had gone.
Because you don't even know, like, outside of those
you don't care, you don't know who they are, bro.
Exactly, you're not invested. So it doesn't even build on the drama or the suspense.
You're not. They should have listened to Vic, not done the move. Now they're down 3, 1 horseman left, and they didn't get Tommy, bro. And it's mind-boggling how these men tried to pull this off, but in a little way they kind of did, but they didn't if you look between the lines. All right, what was Tommy's thinking behind letting the pharmacist go through?
Liliana.
No, the pharmacist. Was that Liliana or Tommy?
Liliana let her go.
So Tommy never let her go?
No.
Are you sure? Because when I watched it, bruv, Tommy
No,
Tommy was
did.
like, yo, why didn't you get her this? Or, What was Tommy's thinking, bruv, behind that, bruv? Did he just give up on Dahlia now?
There's not enough backstory.
Or was the writer saying, you know what, for season 2, we're just going to take Tommy back to the streets, man?
But the streets is Dahlia now.
Nah, fam. The Dahlia is Breaking Bad, fam, and the storyline didn't work, fam.
Nah,
the thing is called Force, not Exquisite, cuz.
There we go.
That man tried to go exquisite with man, cuz. So I don't know, man. With that one, I didn't understand it, but it was too convenient of a plot because as soon as they let her go now, you already knew Claudia was gonna fucking kidnap her, cuz.
There we go. So it's like the backstory into the whole decision didn't make sense because it wasn't built up on. It wasn't. It's 1 minute Tom is fully invested. Next minute it's like, because if you are like the Egan cartel now, like if you're at war, cool, you're gonna move your setup, right? But you're not gonna just tell your best cook to just go.
Nah,
you move her to a new location. Tell her, look, everything's calm.
But that's what I thought they did. I thought they did move her to a new location, and then they scrapped the plan, blood. And then they said, nah, let her loose.
Makes no sense.
Like, it's just too like the scenes happen so much that sometimes it takes a bit of time for you to even grasp what's happening. I don't like that type of writing. It was just, the scene didn't make sense to me. Like I said, it's too convenient for the writers because then it leads to her getting kidnapped and then her giving up fucking JP. And then now the Irish, the Flynns and them lot got JP for ransom. Like, it's just too fast, loose, too convenient.
The thing is, when it comes to telling a story in a season, there's gonna be, loose ends that need tying out, especially by the season finale, right?
Facts.
And they didn't tie off any loose ends. We still don't know what happened with the Fed and the blackmail plot.
Nah.
We don't know what happened with the reporter's boss trying to investigate Diamond. Cousin Buddy, why was he even in the show to start off with? D-Mac and his friend, it's like all these loose, even though I don't really care about most of those subplots being tied off, right? But like season 10 didn't tie off anything. It just left more questions.
It didn't.
So it doesn't really feel like season 10.
More questions than answers, to be fair.
Can't even watch the whole thing without being like, okay, cool, you know what, that season was good. Like if you look back across the whole season, it's been consistently shit. Like for season, like you expect it to be a bit slow in the beginning, and then it picks up, and then the storylines get better, and the writing quality keeps improving. But this show just been on a decline, steadily going down.
It's downhill like a motherfucker.
What did you think about the whole scene where Liliana's with the chemist? Is it chemist?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, with the chemist, and she tells her basically to cut and gives her peas, and then she says to her that obviously like me and Tommy were tired, we chose this life, ride or die kind of thing. And JP's family, so you know what happens to you. So I'm just like,
yeah, that didn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense because Liliana is being portrayed as someone that knows the game. Obviously, you can slip up every now and again, right? Like she does, bro. She's trying to portray herself as thorough, You know what I mean? Like, so you saying that, cool. You could take it, if I'm the chemist, I could take it as that's just how people say, like, you know, that's my family, that's my brother, but you just know each other and you're just tight. So I understand the chemist taking it like that. But the way, how did you feel that scene played out when she said that?
For me, it was just pointless, bro. I think it was just a setup to just establish that Liliana's family.
That's it.
Just for where the plot, just for where the plot's heading right now. You get me, fam? But maybe they might bring the chemist chick back in season 2. But that scene right there, it didn't make no sense because without the chemist chick, they wouldn't have had the Dahlia blood, and that's what got the boat flowing. So if anything, she's the mother of the family.
There we go.
Made no sense to me, whatsoever,
Alright, so what about Liliana not having that awareness to watch what she says? Not having loose lips Liliana.
So in terms of what exactly?
Like, you're supposed to know how to move. It's wartime, right? Everyone on each side knows what time it is, right? It's on side. Like, you should be knowing that there's certain things you can and can't say.
Give me an example of what you think she said that she shouldn't have said.
Family. Like, maybe it's because I was predicting.
So you're saying because she said that one statement, that's what basically got JP kidnapped.
If we're going by what the writers are
trying to portray to us,
and how the scene later developed, then it's her fault. But obviously we know it's not convenient. We know it's not her fault.
I think that wasn't even the writer's intentions, bro. The writer's intentions was to establish Liliana as family, but with people like us, fam, we read between the lines. It was lazy writing because now you see by her saying that, it makes it look like she established that JP her's family and she's not. So when she gets kidnapped and they ask the chemist chick, what's the closest thing to Tommy? She gonna just talk about his family, bruv. So it was lazy writing. It was too convenient. They could have done the build up and made it more meaningful. But them getting rid of the chemist chick just for that scene didn't make sense because in season 2 you can utilize her very well.
Facts. And if I was the writers, or if I was part of that writing team, the way I would have explained that, right, is by having Tommy obviously rushing around because D-Mac got hit up. I would have had the chemist be like, you know, is Tommy alright kind of thing, and Liliana maybe slipping up and saying, his nephew got shot last night. And then that might have led to at least explaining that so they can then get the chemist kidnapped and then she spills, you know what I mean? But they couldn't even think of that. I just literally thought of that right now.
They
they're giving us that bullshit where Liliana's saying their family, all of a sudden the chemist get kidnapped and then she somehow knows JP is his brother. Like, how did that happen?
All because Liliana was chatting too fucking much. Like, you get me, from without Liliana, because I don't think Tommy said that's his brother from. I think she got that information from Liliana, cuz.
Exactly. Liliana
it's too convenient for the plot, bro. The writers was just lazy with that one, fam.
Facts. Now, this is something that pissed me off when this happened. Tell me your thoughts about Jannard as the underboss / boss of CBI going to the white man for help.
Bro,
he killed his brother.
Contradiction, fam, because like I said, in around the first couple episodes, fam, Jannard was on this pro-black thing, getting onto Diamond saying, yo, why you fucking with the Irish? Why you fucking with these white boys? They don't like us, they don't love us. And then, soon as he wants to put a hit on his brother now,
he runs
straight to the white man. He goes to the Serbs and the Irish, fam.
On his knees.
He would have gone to the feds too, blood.
He ran straight to him. So I'm just like, what is here's a question for you. What is Jannard's character in season? What does he mean to you as a character, as a CBI boss?
Jannard's character for me is just purely fucking comic relief, cuz right now at this point, like
he's Zeke.
He's better than Zeke. I'll give him that much, bro. He's better than Zeke. Like, he's without Jannard, the show would be even worse, and I don't even want to give him that much props, bro. Am I lying when I say that?
Yeah, I'll give you that. And based on the fact that they haven't really, like, even when you said they showed
With the whole cast that's there, bro. Come on, man. Who is your favorite character, cuz?
he's my favorite character.
There you go, cuz.
He is Jannard. Diamond hasn't really got that charisma to carry being Diamond. That Diamond seems like he's like drugged down or something. Like doesn't.
Yeah, man. Diamond's a bit stiff and boring
so
sometimes,
stiff.
man. He's a bit. I like his character. I like him just how he comes across on camera, but.
They could have done better with Diamond, you know. They could have had him on the whole.
I think that's what they're gonna try and do in season 2 because the way they made it look like he was just backing off from the roads, but now he's looking to put his foot back in car. He's killed cousin Wody, and now he's got his mojo back.
Okay, he's back to being Diamond.
It seems like it.
High top Diamond.
Yeah, boxer blood. Yeah, was it Golden Gloves? what he's got to do now is get rid of that reporter chick, fam.
She'll be there season 2.
Fam, she'll be. You know what gave me jokes. Yeah, is when fucking D-Mac met his nan for the first time. Yeah, and he called her that white bitch. He said that white bitch. That old white bitch is my grandmother. Like is that shit. You know, Tommy found that offensive, blood.
Nah, that line made me laugh.
Nah, it was funny
especially
as fuck.
When he said, "Yeah, keep calling her that."
Nah, that shit was funny as fuck, fam. Like, but yeah, man, Jannard.
And sorry, let me just even touch.
No, go on.
See when JP and Kate got that hug.
Go on.
When he hugged her, right?
Go on.
Like, it took a while for Kate to actually show any emotion, and I feel like she was just going into one of them acting modes.
I won't lie to you, bruv. Like,
she don't feel the same way.
I think, yeah, their relationship is gonna piss off Toby.
She's gonna keep. Yeah, she's gonna use.
She
don't
the
care
love
about.
she didn't give Tommy. She gonna give it to my man. How much you wanna bet?
But the way I see it going, right? I see Kate using JP to piss off Tommy and actually love Tommy more. That's how I see it because it's.
I think the way I see it, yeah,
Kate's revealed herself. Yeah, she chose one child over the other. She didn't want that nigga.
I don't know, man. She
didn't want him.
She knows that now, fam. But I think now she's met him and she's got a grandson. And he's just gonna be loving her all the time, fam. I think you're wrong, fam. I think she's gonna be ending up bringing out her softer side for him. She's gonna now turn into the woman she's supposed to be.
You think so, yeah?
Yeah, 1,000.
Kate's a fuck up.
I feel you.
Kate's a fuck up. She'll fuck up. JP will fuck up.
I feel you. I agree.
Give me your thoughts about the Royal Rumble, man.
Royal Rumble. Wait, have we got a few scenes before we get to that? Hold on, let me just check what else we got. Alright, you know what kind of bugged me out here with the writing? Yeah? It's like, alright, so the Serbs are working with Tommy, yeah, but now Jannard's all of a sudden come up with this convenient plan to fucking kill Tommy. He goes to the Serbs, yeah, with no money, no nothing, yeah, and he tells them, yeah, that look, yeah, if I can squash the beef with the Flynns and you, man, then fam, then you, man, will back me and leave Tommy out. To me, that whole scene just didn't make sense. I think it was just a play to make Jannard seem more bigger than what he really is. Because they want to set him up for season 2 for bigger and better things. That's just my opinion.
Didn't he give back the pipeline as well, though?
He promised to get Dahlia. I think he wanted Dahlia. I think he did give back some of the pipeline. You might be right, but I think he promised to get them Dahlia as well.
And the thing about Jannard in that scene as well, in every scene that I've seen him in, he was just looking nervous. It's like it's his first time being at war. Like it doesn't make sense. Like he was moving so nervous.
He was more than nervous. The nigga,
the host of everyone.
When he lit that spliff, yeah, at the Flynn's yard, from that shit looked like a fucking flare gun, from lighting up. That marijuana looked so fake, from. I ain't even gonna lie, from that. That's some cigarana, from some cigarana or something, from. But yeah, Jannard, yeah, I think they're trying to bring him up for bigger things, in my opinion.
Yeah, they need to just work on his character because right now, Jannard is a joke of a boss. And again, it's making Chicago look bad. Like these are your bosses, you know.
Man said he's a joke of a boss, fam.
A joke of a boss.
Nah, he is a joke of a boss still, fam. I ain't gonna front, cuz.
I'll be upset if they use Chicago as a backdrop and I lived in Chicago. You know that?
Bro,
this show doesn't really. Does it feel like Chicago to you?
Nah, you know what it feels like? It feels more like Sunset Beach or something, brother. Like, it don't feel like Chicago. It feels like Wonderland.
They hype the whole Chicago angle of it. Chicago actors, and obviously scenes and locations, of course. The whole theme song, Chicago led and you know, Jeremiah Dirk. It's like they overplay this whole Chicago thing. It's just like it doesn't even feel like it's set in Chicago. It don't. The characters don't feel like they're set in Chicago. I don't know.
There's no the characters don't even look like they're
Leave
from
your
Chicago.
comments down below. Though.
Yeah, it doesn't. Even like the way another case of bad writing is like we said. We knew when the pharmacist woman got kidnapped, we knew she was gonna fucking set up JP.
Yeah,
it was just a mad convenient plot twist for the writers, yeah. And when Tommy's got on the phone call that JP's been kidnapped, to me, it was just like, you know what? This whole plot was basically their lead up to the Royal Rumble, fam. Like literally, fam. Him getting the phone call that his brother's been kidnapped was the lead up, fam.
Yeah, definitely. Predictable writing.
It's too predictable.
Predictable writing, and you've watched really good shows. You see the difference. Like the writing is solid in really good shows.
It was funny when D-Mac found out that not D-Mac. It was funny when Jannard found out D-Mac's Tommy's nephew, fam. That was a bit funny still.
Nah, 100.
I ain't gonna laugh.
No, Jannard does bring the comic effect.
He does, man. He's a interesting character, fam. Like he's a guy that you love to hate. To be honest, he's like Marmite.
Yeah.
He's like Marmite. All right, cool. Now we gotten over the fucking bullshit, fam. Let's get to the big juicy stuff, man. The battle royale, the Royal Rumble. Where you wanna start with this one? Because who have we got for this showdown, bro?
No, we got everyone.
We got everyone. What we got? We got the One Horseman. We got Walter Flynn. What's his sidekick's name?
Doesn't the two horsemen guy here, right?
Nah, but I'll be real to you, fam. I thought they died when they tried to fucking move to Tommy back
you're right. Yeah,
at the lab and that.
There's one horseman.
So I'm guessing it's one horseman.
There's one horseman left.
So we got Vic, the One Horseman. We got Walter. What's his side nigga's name?
Oh,
he's assistant guy. Anyway,
that's his brother, no?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. He's probably Paulie. We got Uncle Paulie.
It's either that or Seamus.
We got Jannard there, fam. And Jannard's with some CBI goons, bruv, that are gonna literally just turn out to be a convenient plot twist again.
Exactly.
Out of the shadows, fam.
Out of nowhere, no introduction, just
Diamond comes out strangling fucking Tommy, ready to give him up, fam. Like I like the way they planned it out though. They did kind of plan it out, fam. It was a nice little plan, fam. What was your thoughts on all of that setup?
In that scene there, definitely, you know, the Flynns especially, like, they were just way too relaxed when all this is going on. Like, I can understand, obviously, like, there's a little subplot now with Jannard and Diamond going on, so it's plausible why he's there. You know what I mean? Like, he found out somehow, and yeah, we're here to do a deal, and whatever it is, right? But the Flynns are just way too relaxed. Way too relaxed. Walter's trying to stop guys, Vic's trying to do work.
I think Vic was the only one taking that role serious
exactly.
at the time.
Vic was
but
the only one who was already there.
His acting was bad.
Yeah.
His acting was bad. That Jannard, you know what it is? Jannard's face. Jannard's face, fam,
and I'm pretty sure Jannard fired a shot, right, at Diamond and Tommy. Who did that hit?
He didn't hit nobody. Bro.
How did he miss from that range?
Everybody missed, fam.
How from that range?
Everybody missed, fam. They were so close up, cuz everybody missed, fam.
And what even got on my nerves as well when Vic went around the truck, right? I'm just like, why is Walter Flynn stopping guys going around the truck? Why is Walter Flynn?
Why? because
He
he
wanted
knew
to-
Tommy was gonna fuck him up, blood. And not only that, once he fuck him up, he's gonna tell him that he didn't murk Gloria.
Exactly.
He knew, bruv. That's why he didn't want him going, blood. He knows Vic's not war ready, bro. Especially not against Tommy, fam. Like, even though it looked like Vic had the little upper hand at one point, I already knew Tommy was gonna fuck him up. So
Yeah.
the way they made that scene happen, yeah, it was all too convenient, bro. Like,
It's lazy writing.
too much lazy writing. Did you think Diamond was gonna kill Jannard once he caught up to him?
That would have made the show, to me, in my opinion, it would have made season 2 a bit more concerning. It would have been concerning.
They knew, yeah, Diamond couldn't pick up the load, fam.
Yeah, it's
They
concerning.
knew
because
they knew what. Alright, let me ask you this, yeah. How would you have felt, yeah, if Jannard killed Diamond? Would that have made more sense?
it would have, because Diamond doesn't really give you a lot as a character. He
Hey,
doesn't
fam,
really.
he's the new Ghost, blood. Casper,
He's
fam.
the new ghost.
He's the new Ghost, bruv. That's what they're setting him up to be, fam.
It would
He's
have
the new
been
Ghost.
like it would have been better that way for me, because then it would have set up season 2 to the point. Well, this is if they had really good writing and they had a real Jannard, you know, real underboss or slash boss or whatever, with soldiers that, you know, we kind of feel like these guys are putting work. Like, these Chicago niggas are going crazy. But you never say that once. You know what I mean?
Not in this show, man.
Yeah,
and,
so-
and it made sense why fucking Diamond kept Jannard alive. Because to be honest, we all knew Diamond wasn't gonna kill his brother, and if he did in that scene, the writers would have had to. They would have had to make Diamond like a real serious character, and I don't think they had the writers to pull that off. You would have needed to hire me or something to help you with that, but nah, they had to keep Jannard alive. He's kind of like the soul of the show right now. He embodies what the show fucking really represents. What's your thoughts on Liliana coming at the truck, fam, and hitting them niggas from the back, fam?
That just makes.
I think to me that was kind of the best bit of the whole fucking
No,
Royal
it
Rumble,
wasn't.
blood.
It wasn't.
Nah, you're lying.
You're at war. There's shots being fired. You're telling me no one's watching their back.
Fam, no.
No one. And on top
No.
of that, Liliana can drop 2 bodies before people even realize she's dead. Did you clock that?
Yeah.
So they didn't clock 2 bodies dropped until
But
Claudia turned around.
Claudia clocked it was Liliana though, fam.
But come on, man. You're
I
telling me-
like the way she
like-
come out, fam.
Like Liliana's not using no suppressors, no silencers, nothing. And you didn't hear 2 rounds get let off, 2 bodies drop, and none of you moved until Claudia let you know.
Nah, bro, you couldn't hear nothing. But for me, I fucked with that scene. I think they tried to give Liliana her props, fam, in this episode, and you know what? I'm not mad at it, fam. I'll give Liliana her credits, innit? All right. When Tommy finally gets Vic, not even that. Before I get to that, Liliana shooting the one horseman, fam. The way the last horseman gets taken out. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
It's sad. Nah, you know what? If I was Irish, I'd be upset. Like, our Ireland, they didn't represent you well in force, you know. They took the piss out of your crime organization heritage. Like, you lot need to go mad right now, go crazy. Because they just wiped you off the board in like 6-7 hours. The Flynn's called their heavy hitter back out from Ireland and they got wiped. Like, it's sad.
So now, Liliana, she gets shot by Claudia. Like, did you see that coming? Did you see Liliana getting killed, fam? Did you see that coming?
No, I didn't see that coming. I thought Liliana would have made it to season 2 merely because like Tommy doesn't have a crew, but he's taking over Chicago. So
what I feel that kind of set up here was for JP to kind of take Liliana's place, JP and D-Mac, and now he's gonna bring in more. He's gonna have more of a close-knit family, and he's got Diamond now. So I think that's what the whole Liliana sacrifice meant. You know what I'm saying? She took out one of the horsemen. Claudia took her out, and now because of that, Claudia and Tommy forever got beef, bruv. The beef ain't over.
Good question for you. So, are you saying those 4 or 5 names you just mentioned, 4 names, right, are enough to take over the whole of Chicago. So like all the numbers the Flynn's supposed to be have, all the numbers CB are supposed to have. How is Tommy even a relevant threat if that's how it is?
Bro, they couldn't do it then. They damn sure ain't gonna do it now, fam.
It's not of that team.
It's not gonna happen.
You need Ghost, Kanan.
Yeah,
you need Julio.
Yeah, even too big. You need a stronger team. I'll give you
a starting
that
five, a solid starting five, not D-Mac, JP.
No way.
Who else is there? Well, obviously that.
He ain't D-Mac, JP, Jannard, the Vic. Nah. Them man ain't Walter Flynn. These lieutenants. It's not a strong enough team in my opinion. But alright. So when it gets to the exchange now, what's your thoughts on that? Because this whole show, man, the writing was a bit whack. So when Tommy's exchanging Vic for fucking his brother JP, and now Vic knows the truth that his dad knew Tommy never set him up the place. What was your thoughts on that whole scene?
It was weak. The dialogue wasn't that strong. It was very weak, and it almost felt like they were just trying to get through to the end of the episode. Like, it's like,
that reminds me of something.
We got 5 minutes left. Let's just get through it. Like whatever happens, everyone just chucking a sentence or two, and then let's move on so we can get that break.
You saying improv again?
Yeah, man, 100% improv.
Yeah, definitely improv, guys. Even the way how Vic gets angry at his pops and they exchange each other, and then Vic displays his anger to his dad. Like, so now I thought Vic was gonna kill his pops, but I weren't surprised he didn't.
At least throw a punch.
Nah, he didn't punch his dad. So
at least throw a punch, innit? Like,
nah,
you were gonna kill Tommy.
He weren't gonna do that.
You don't even. Come on, man.
He weren't gonna do that. So now Walters.
Wait. He could have even. Oh yeah, Claudia found out he was sick, right?
Yeah, they know they both know he's sick, innit? But now you got Walter Flynn left, Claudia's left, Liliana's dead, Diamond's alive, Jannard's alive. Like no one really died apart from Liliana in the finale and the Four Horsemen.
So outside of Tommy and earlier you said Jannard, who else are you invested in Force? Who are you like? I want to see
a bit of Diamond.
So you want to see Diamond develop.
Yeah. I want to see Vic. I want to see everyone develop, bro. Vic.
Out of all of them, is there a character you'd say you're looking forward to seeing again?
Jannard.
No, outside Jannard.
Jannard, fam.
So, like,
and whoever he calls from fucking New Orleans or wherever next from, Jannard, fam.
Like, for me, that's not enough to get me excited about the next season. You need that.
They're gonna make Jannard the MVP. He's gonna be the bad guy for next season, bro.
He's gonna be a weak bad guy.
He's gonna come down with Cousin Buddy, fam.
From what we've seen of Jannard's planning and just overall communication, he's not gonna be too hard to figure out. Man leaves that doors open to talk about killing.
Yeah, from what we know of Jannard, he's got no real hitters in Chicago. They're all from out of town,
and they all read books. Like he thinks they're killers, but they do numbers in their head and stuff, and don't really pull no triggers.
What's your thoughts on that scene when Liliana's passing away and he wants them man to call the ambulance, and them man like, yo, that bitch dead. That nigga dead.
Tommy needs to get some help. Old Tommy, keep it moving.
We saying this is Tommy with a bit of emotion in him now, because he lost goals. He's seen close ones.
He doesn't want to lose.
Yeah.
And I think what they'll head into over the whole course of, well, obviously it's my opinion, but the whole course of Tommy's story is, I think eventually he just turns into Ghost. Like he wants to lead the game. Like,
that's the whole point. They're turning force into power, bro.
Yeah, facts. So they're gonna have Tommy do the whole character arc where before, remember, Tommy's just saying I'm in the game. But I think after losing so many people, I think he's gonna try and get his way out of a situation where he just wants to leave the game now and just be like Ghost, like just. You know what I mean? Go live a normal life. So I think. And
you know what? I think you're right about that, because they've subtly been trying to implement that in the show where he's talking about most of these guys, they were gangsters, but they're on the books. He was the only one that loved this shit. So it feels like you're gonna see a bit of growth from Tommy in the next season, and maybe in the season to come after, if they get commissioned. But after all the battle royale said and done and all the dead bodies get found by the feds, Now these feds is finally clocking that there's a big player in town called Tommy Eden, bruv. And right now, it looks like for season 2, the feds is going to be onto Tommy, and they might be getting some backup from New York. What's your prospects and your thoughts for season 2, knowing that Kate's going to be more around, the feds is going to be on Tommy, Diamond's back on his crud, Jannard's still alive, and now Tommy's got eternal beef with the Flynn's cuz. And also the couple people from fucking the New York season popping up at the end.
And hopefully some Irish guys come avenge the Horsemen, but we'll see about that. But it's setting out to be on paper, it would seem to be, not even seem to be, but it would look like it's going to be an exciting season from from the premise of what you're saying. But if they don't get the writing on point, it ain't going to mean nothing, because they're not going to be able to enjoy power like we used to. It's just one of the things where you're just stuck in a loop where you're like, what happened? How did we get to this scene? And you're just left with so many questions that it just doesn't make sense, and it makes you lose interest. It becomes a thing where the season finale is not exciting anymore. That for me, it wasn't exciting. I didn't look forward to it.
Yeah, you didn't look. Well, season finale was a bit lackluster. It didn't deliver. It was something good to watch. I'll give him that much, because I'm just a fan of 50 and just a fan of whatever he does. I'm hopeful for season 2. You know, prospects are high. Hopefully they take the angle, because from what I was getting from this last episode, looks like next season may be a soft reboot. Some characters may not return, and I think they're gonna take Tommy in a different direction, maybe a bit more growth, a bit more savage, way more savage. And yeah, hopefully season 2 delivers more than season 1 did, because season 1 was definitely a letdown for the people. I liked it. Out of 10, I would give season 1 probably a 6.9 or yeah, a 6.9, or maybe on a good day I might give it an 8.1. You know what I'm saying? My guy's gonna give it a below 0, but I kind of think the show has potential. But Jim, give us your final thoughts.
6-1, 6. Highest 6-1, 6.
6-1. Hopefully season 2 delivers. But yo, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. It's your boy Bobby D LaFleur. I got my nigga in the building, and we at this glizzy. Machine gun in the building.
Posted getting money on the east side. I dropped a pin and told that bitch pull up.